Hello everyone, my name is Mr.Orange and welcome back to the Grand Tour game. So we have a brand spanking new episode, C to Unsalty C. So yeah, this is episode 11 and let's jump in. So in this episode they're going to be driving 3 very luxurious vehicles, which is really interesting. So yeah, like always guys, let's play from the start and I hope you guys will enjoy this episode like always. So yeah, let's do this.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Hello and welcome to what is a Grand Tour mini special. It's all based around here in this rather troubled part of the world. You've got Syria and Iraq and Iran sort of at the bottom, and then at the top you've got Russia. But in between you have this sliver of peace and prosperity. And that got us thinking. You see, if you live on the shores of the Black Sea and you're partial to a bit of fish, you're fine. But what if you like bream? See, bream likes fresh water, and the Black Sea is salty. Nearest fresh water is all the way over here in the Caspian, and that is 1,000 kilometers away.
Yeah, so we were wondering, if you have to drive all that way for your supper, what would be the best car?
Obviously, you'd need some sort of GT, but which one? The new Aston Martin DBS, the new Bentley Continental GT, or the newer BMW 8 Series?
Now, this is exactly the sort of question this show was designed to answer. So, this week, we took the Grand Tour to Batumi in the former Soviet state of Georgia. The meeting point was on the shores of the Black Sea, and naturally enough, James May was the last to arrive in the new BMW 8 Series. God, it doesn't look anything like as good in the flesh as it does in the pictures.
It is disappointing in the metal. I'm afraid that's the case.
And brown!
What?
Brown!
It's sunburst orange.
Mate, that's a brown car.
It's sunburst orange, it's not brown.
It's brown!
Orange.
And it looks very like a Toyota.
Is
No,
it
it
on
doesn't.
delivery wheels? Are they specially for delivering it?
What are you talking
No,
about?
there's
like
little
casters.
wheels that they can move it
that's
around
what I
on.
mean.
Oh, you've got the new
where
Bentley
on
that's
the
the
back
same as the
Bentley?
old Bentley.
Apart from being a completely new car.
Yeah, but it looks the same.
It doesn't look the same. It's completely different front end, different sides.
Oh, no, it looks like an
different back.
Aventador. No.
It's a completely new car.
That's horrible.
Oh, that's quite vivid, isn't it? I mean, worryingly for you, I quite like that.
You like that, exactly.
So this is, it's a DB11.
No, well, no, it's the DBS. Superleggera.
Because it's very light, isn't it?
Is it?
That's what superleggera means, yeah?
It's 72 kilograms lighter than a DB11.
And no more expensive.
Well, it's a bit more expensive.
How much more expensive?
It's £67,000 more
Yes.
than DB11.
And how much is it?
A lot.
Is it something like £250,000?
No!
What is it then?
A little bit less.
230?
A bit less.
225?
Yes.
Mine's £100,000. It's contemporary and it's modern. There's no good saying, oh, it looks Japanese, as if that's a slur. The Japanese advanced the car massively in the last century.
Eventually, we decided to stop arguing and drive from here on the Black Sea right through Georgia and Azerbaijan to the Caspian for a nice piece of grilled bream. The question I really want to answer on this journey is this. How can the DBS be worth £67,000 more than the DB11 when, from where I'm sitting, they appear to be exactly the same? At first, you're forced to say, well, it isn't. This interior simply isn't good enough in a £225,000 car. Just not even close. You look at the Bentley and you go, that is an interior. It's chintzy, but it's fabulous. However, as we left the city, the DBS's true colours started to shine through.
Okay, let's test out our first car. So pedal, meet metal.
This is by far the most powerful car here, and the lightest, and the most sort of aggressive. And yet, it just glides along in GT mode, which I'm in now, Grand Touring mode. It's like a hovercraft.
Well, it kind of feels like it, like it's very smooth. A very nice driving GT car. But yeah, the interior is a little bit disappointing, I have to also admit that. Not one of the greatest interiors of all time. But the outside of the car really looks great. Like, Aston Martin is not really the most famous brand of like GT cars and hypercars. But I really do not mind it. It's still a very beautiful car. And we did it in a good time.
Jesus Christ. Right, there's a small difference there between the DB11 and this. I'm afraid you're going to have to face facts, both of you. You're in wheelbarrows, and I'm in a spaceship.
Ah, an old man imagining he's James Bond. The thing is, if we're going to talk about long-legged, luxurious, continent-crossing GT cars, we're talking about Bentleys. They're the definitive GTs. Whisper quiet, velvety smooth, a hint of massive power weighting, 626 horsepower under my right foot.
That's crazy power, wow. That's a lot of power. Is that literally, okay, like, I know...
3.4 seconds, which is absolutely mind-boggling in a car this big.
Yeah, that's really impressive. But this, did we already use this track? Like, I think we already did use this track at some point. I don't know. Like, I know that the Grand Tour game doesn't really have a big budget on spending, yeah, you know, it doesn't have a big budget to make new maps. But this is literally the same map that I drove when we were on an adventure with the Fiat Panda and the Chevrolet something. I don't know what was it again. But yeah, there have been also reusing a lot of the maps, like a lot, I mean. But I would like to see some new maps appear, not the same insane map. But it would be nice if they could maybe add in a couple more maps, because yeah, it's just kind of boring to see the same map. So apart from that, the car is quite good. Nice handling car. And we're almost at the ending, so let's do a little cheeky drift, or not. We still did it.
The GT car, first and foremost, it's got to be a nice place to be, because by definition, you're going to spend a lot of time in it. And this is a fine place to be. This finish on the center console, this metal here, is aluminium that's been milled in the same way that they mill aluminium inserts in the back of expensive watches. If I press this button here, I can rotate between my different screens. Oh, analog dials and clocks in the center of the dash. Thank you.
The problem for me with the Bentley and the Aston is that they're actually a bit too hung up on being British. It is a bit of a British disease. We can't shake it off. We're obsessed with phony heritage and the meaning of tradition, and it's all just nonsense, really.
Okay, now we're driving my least favorite car of all three of them. Not really a big fan of the BMW, but
actually, if you want to talk about
the looks
heritage
look
and
pretty good.
Then the BMW has the strongest. It's still made in Munich by the same company. It has a 4.4-litre twin-turbocharged V8 developing 523 horsepower. It also has four-wheel drive, rear-wheel steering and adaptive anti-roll bars. Has an 8-speed gearbox. It's not twin clutch, but it is flappy paddle and it is very sharp.
Not bad.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, indeed, it's pretty interesting. Why do you keep saying that, James May? Why? But, yeah, I'm not really a fan of BMW. Like, some other people might think a little bit differently, like BMW is like the best, like, automotive company, which it's a little bit true, but I'm not really a big fan of it. But still, it's a nice-looking BMW. I'm not going to complain about it. They did a really good job on the 8 Series. But I find it to look like it looks a little bit too long. Like, if you cannot tell, the front is like so long. I bet it has a pretty big engine, a pretty big V8 that has to go into this very big car. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm already crashing this BMW so many times, but we did it in a gold.
Not tinsel.
Even though our cars didn't recognize Georgia as a country, we soon arrived in the town of Gory, the birthplace of Joseph Stalin. Outside, we checked out the statue of Stalin, which that night caused a debate between, well, two of us. The man who beat Hitler is from your town, so obviously, as they have done, you put up a statue to him. But then it turns out that he's an even bigger mass murderer, so do you take it down?
Hey, it's tricky, that one. It's very tricky.
Can we talk about our cars?
No.
Well, I'm not interested in the war.
Well, it's more than the war, Hammond. This is sort of a pivotal bit of 20th century history. It affected the whole world.
Right, well, I'm off to bed.
What?
I'm off to bed.
You're to bed?
I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the morning.
We must have bored him because he's left some of his gin and tonic.
After some more considered debate about the town's Stalin problems, I had an brainwave. The next morning, as we were saddling up, Richard Hammond had a question.
Why have you put Nigel Mansell's head on my bonnet?
I thought you'd like it. You know, British racing driver, British car, thought it'd be appropriate.
It's a bold statement, isn't it?
So you got a famous Brummie in the car and on the front of the car.
Nigel Mansell must have been a big name around here. A lot of people looking at him.
Our next destination was a racetrack 70 miles away. And because James and I had racist sat-navs, we were taking guidance from the man up front, which was a mistake. Hammond, we've definitely been round here before.
If you wanted me to be in charge of navigation, you shouldn't have glued Nigel Mansell's head to my bonnet.
Why are we going so slowly? I mean, I'm being overtaken by trucks.
Well, Nigel Mansell's head gets in the way of road signs, and I have to sort of crane round him to see them, and I don't want to miss them.
Wow, they seriously have cut off his head from the statue. Oh no, why? Oh, that's so terrible. Why are we gonna race in this sort of view? Oh, that feels so weird. Oh my god. Get him away. Okay, yes. Oh, this feels so weird. Why do you have to do this? It's such a bad view. Okay, but we're getting in first place.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're first. Okay, no, that's a little bit too slow. God damn it. Okay, do not crash too many times. Why do you have to do that? Like, look at the view. I can't see a single. I'm just seeing his very big, beautiful head in front of my view. Wow, and I'm crashing a lot. I'm crashing so many times.
What a tit.
Yes, I'm terrible. Okay, is this a straight... Yes, straight road. Perfect. Perfect, that's what I need. A straight forward road. Oh my god. Do not fall from the hill. I can tell you one thing. Oh no, hit it again. And a little cheeky drift on that corner. Ooh, that was sort of good. We're almost there, 70%. This is so ridiculous. Why? Like, I know, I get it, it's pretty funny, but, okay, this is not good. But I'm surprised they're not even catching up. Oh, never mind, they're catching up. Okay, we're almost there. 90%. It's one straight road, and come on, are we almost there? Yes, we did it! First position.
Having parted company with James's fan club, we eventually arrived at the racetrack. Built in the days of communism, it hosted some terrible and boring races until the Soviet Union and it fell apart. A few years ago, though, it was brought back to life. Now we got to remember, 715 horsepower is a huge amount. That is a cathedral of power. 119, 122, 129, 136. God, that is so quick! And the best thing is, it's old school. All of that power goes to the rear wheels. There's no four-wheel drive, there's no four-wheel steering, there's no fancy trickery. Oh, look at this. Drifting with the traction control off.
That's epic. Some good old-fashioned high-horsepower vehicle. So now we can do drifts. So let's do some drifts on the way. Why not? On the way. So it's a pretty big track. So we could do this no matter what. Okay. More cheeky drifts. In the meantime, just do.
Joy of joys.
Okay. Okay, that's a bronze. That's a great thing. That we already have that. Okay, and we got a silver. We're almost there. Well, that's easy. Like, look at this. We already have a gold. Okay, except for that crash. Damn, look at this. This is so easy. I can do this all day long with 750 horsepower. Okay, let's do a little drift here. This is so easy. Can we hit 2,000 meters? Okay, so we got an achievement for that. Ooh, can we have a bigger score on this?
Keep your foot in it, man.
Yes, I'm giving all the power that it has.
Ow, God, that looks tricky.
Indeed, it's very tricky. The drift is a huge thing. Calm down, Clarkson. I'm trying to control this vehicle with all its power. Okay, more drifting. Oh, no, that's a wall. Whoops, whoop-de-doo. So if 2,000, wow. Wow, that's an impressive score. 2,090 meters. Wow.
DB11 was the first Aston I've ever driven that felt good on a track. And this is the second. Jesus, what a car! Richard Hammond driving around in Chatsworth House here.
Oh no, we are in the Bentley, or brilliant. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Aston Martin, with the DBS version, not the DB11, but the DBS. Okay, let's race against him. Mr. Big Guy is gonna show who is the winner. And also, is the paint job stock on this vehicle because it's in white? So I'm not really sure if it's like a stock color for the Aston Martin. But I would like to see some different colors. Oh my god, that was pretty scary. Damn, this is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous how much this car has power. Tries very nicely. The Bentley is really far from us, so there's no way they can catch up. Come closer, buddy. Come on, Hammond, you can get closer. This is just ridiculous. It's just really amazing. Also, the license plate says DBS. It says DBS1 or DBSI, I think. That's a cool license plate. And that's the finish line. Let's do a little cheeky drift. Or we can just hit a wall. Why not?
working on the electronics. Previously on the road, I had this set up in my version of Sport, which you can program, and I had the steering on Comfort and the ride on Comfort. But now, I have it in Sport Plus. I have the least power, 523. I have the lowest power to weight ratio. But it's a meaty engine with lots of low down grunt. I can dig deep. Combine that with the 4-wheel drive and the 4-wheel steering, and the 8 Series is exactly what you'd expect.
Well, very drifty. It likes to drift. So, oh, it's again with the fizz thing. So you have to get as much fizz as possible and not go over here.
Here comes a really dangerous bend.
Okay, do not hit any walls or anything like that, because that's gonna destroy some of our fizz. Okay, that's number 2.
Yes!
Perfect. Here we have to slow down. Okay, do not hit this wall. That was close. Okay, getting all the fizz. Very nice. No, 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 do not hit the wall. What are you... James May is just singing a song at this moment.
Yeah!
Great, yes. That's a silver. Can we get to that gold, my sir? Oh, yes.
It's tremendous.
Indeed it is. Tremendous. Tremendous power. It's the least powered vehicle, the BMW, but also very quite fast.
Winning.
Yes, and yeah, we are winning already, if you cannot tell. Okay, have a goal.
Quite slow there.
Okay, get the fizz. Can we have one more fizz? I think we can. Yes.
Forward.
We got 6. Okay.
It's easy. It's a BMW. It feels like a BMW. It's so easy, in fact, that while going past the pits, I noticed something. There's a bloke with a stopwatch there. Does that mean they're actually taking times? I presume it does.
They were, so all of us decided to concentrate on some hot laps. Eventually, we pitted to see how we'd done. No surprises here.
Go on.
Aston was the fastest.
Oh, God.
No, but obviously
Fair
by an
enough.
enormous margin. You did 2:05.8.
Yes.
Which is Hammond.
Yes.
2 minutes.
Yes.
4.8. So you're only a second quicker.
Oh.
That's the closest you two have ever been.
That is.
Oh, hang on. Text. Oh, God, Mr. Willman. How does he know when we're all sitting around?
It's uncanny. Go on then.
Right. I've seen how fast you can go in your cars on a flying lap.
Yes.
Now we shall see how fast you can go when you're bursting for a pee.
What? Really?
Right. Each of you will drink 3 pints of water, wait 20 minutes, and then see how much your times improve. Soon we were ready to begin the test.
Right, so we drink these, and then when we've drunk all 3, start the timer.
Yeah. That's disgusting. It's just revolting, this stuff. Thing is, this is quite an interesting test because when I drive normally, I drive on the motorway at 70 miles an hour. Of course you do. When I need a pee, I'll do 180.
Goodbye. Oh, no, that hurts. Oh.
3, 2, 1. I'm out of here. Good luck. Oh, it's his starting. Ah, no, running's unwise.
Don't need a Waz. I don't need a Waz.
Oh, so it's like a challenge? So like how fast? So it's like signs, basically. So let's see if they can improve their time a bit. I think they're gonna do it in a huge margin. But I didn't know that was actually a thing. Like if you drink like 3 glasses of water, then maybe your time will get better. That's a interesting thing. It's very interesting to know. So yeah, they're driving quite fast than before. Okay, except I'm going into the stone area. Or not the stone area, but the stones. They kind of make us slow, but now we're back on the track. Okay. Okay, no. Please do not crash into another beautiful white wall. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a really tight one. I'm not sure if we can do this. Come on. Unleash the 600 horsepower. Or the 500 horsepower. I don't know how much this car... I forgot how much horsepower this car has, but...
Grab of brakes.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be really tight. We're almost there. Oh, yes, we did it. Let's do a little cheeky drift. Nice.
Oh God, it's interfering.
Come on. Come on.
I'm not thinking about it. I'm just not thinking about it.
Need a wee. Braking hard. Oh, it's worse going through the corners because it all sloshes to one side.
Oh, yeah, that's really painful. So... What is this? Slosh. Oh, it's like... Oh, it also has time? Oh, no, that's one slosh. That isn't so great. So you have to do this like as slow as possible. That's ridiculous. And why is it like glitching out? It's like... Okay, that's really weird. Okay, now it's working. Okay, please do not slosh again. So we can only do a couple of sloshes. Okay, whoa, that was really close. So we have 1 minute and 20 seconds. Okay, slowly throughout the corners.
Here we go.
Yes, slow down and full on power. Okay, this is straightaway. Okay,
Come
1
on,
minute left.
Keep going.
Oh no,
God.
that's one slosh.
Thank you.
Oh,
very
that's
much.
3 sloshes.
I
That's not
hate you
great.
too.
We're getting close to
Oh,
the
next to
number
me.
5. Okay, slow down. I'm really going slow. But I really do not want to lose this at the same time, so I'm trying to keep a steady pace of speed. And slowing down, okay? Full on speed. Oh, 35 seconds. Oh, can we still do this? Come on. No, that's one slosh. That's not great. Okay. Not make another slosh. Okay. We're almost there. 16 seconds. Ooh, it's going to be really close. And we did it. Yes. Oh my god, that was so close. 8 seconds.
Just... can't run. It's gonna happen. What? Who's in there? James!
Bugger off, I'm having a waz.
Hurry up!
I'm having a waz.
Just hurry up! I'm going to go in a minute. Right, that's it. Let me in. Oh God, there's more. Oh God.
It's just awful.
Listen, mate. James is in there, and I'm first. You ain't getting in ahead of me.
Fine, you know.
There's no way.
It is awful though when you get to the door, your body's saying, yes, time to go, but then you can't.
Stop talking. Why are you bothered anyway?
Well, I solved the problem, second corner.
Oh yeah.
So, James.
I'm having a waz.
You say, no, I've got the times. It's quite interesting. You were a second slower on that lap.
I'm desperate for a slash.
Do you think you were faster or slower?
I don't care.
Richard Hammond. Your original lap, 2 minutes 4.8.
Oh.
Your new lap,
Stop talking.
2 minutes
Yes, whatever.
0.5. You were slower as well.
Because I was concentrating on not doing what you've done.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. Because I did what I did, look at that. How interesting is that? Exactly the same. I mean, I was basically...
James! Hurry up!
The next morning, we went for a drive round to Bleasey. one of the coolest cities we'd ever been to. We then found a flea market and decided to test the boot space in our Grand Tourers by picking up a few souvenirs.
I'm not sure they would have been able to win a war like this.
This is a Russian wall clock. It says Moscow on the dial. It works.
Is it a Soviet one?
Yeah, a Soviet cine camera. Now come on. How much is the record player?
Oh no, do we have to take a picture? Oh, we do. Okay, where are you, James? There he is. That's amazing.
Another way that they've captured the lustfulness of the lady dog.
What are the dogs doing?
Of James. Having done our shopping, Hammond and I were soon back at our cars and filling up the boots. What have you bought?
Giant pair of jugs. Georgian wine jugs.
Do you know what the Georgian is for wine jugs? No. Norks.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
So you've got 2 giant Norks.
Yep. A guitar and a clock, and I'm very pleased with the purchases. What's with the trombone or whatever it is?
Well, it won't fit. With my record player and my bird and my gas mask.
That's a
look,
striking piece. We'll put it on the back seat.
small.
Go on, the back seat will accommodate that. Look.
It's going to be critical.
Oh my God!
There you go. Told you would.
Do Aston Martin describe that as a back seat?
Yes.
I wouldn't call it a leather pouch.
Oh no. We have to like... What is this? Oh, it's like... we have to like solve a picture here. Okay, but this is really ridiculous. Do we seriously have to do this? Well, I think we have to. Okay, that's right. That's right, okay. Now I have to like solve the hands. So that's perfect also. Why do you have to do this? This is so ridiculous. Why do you have to do this? Okay, that's his mouth. Almost. That's his hand. Perfect. Is it almost done? Almost. Oh, where's his hand? This is so ridiculous. Why do we have to do this? Okay, we got a silver. It's not a great thing. Okay, so that's right. Okay, now we got a bronze. This is so terrible. I'm gonna do this again, guys. Like, for sure I'm gonna do this again. Okay, that's his hand. Why? Okay, now we got a toilet. This is so bad, guys. I think I'm gonna do this again because obviously I'm really bad at this. Okay, so did we solve it? No, we didn't. Of course not. Now, I think... No, we didn't. We didn't, of course. No. This is gonna take a while. Yes, we did it! Okay, so I'm gonna retry this, guys, because we got a terrible time. We got a toilet, basically. That's not a great thing, so I'm gonna do this again and see if we can improve our time on this. And then your hands is like that, and then... I'm not really sure what to do here. Yes, we did it! Okay, we got a much better time on that. Yes, that's a quite improvement. That's a ridiculous challenge. That was a puzzle.
The interesting thing about the Aston Martin is... I've got quite a lot to say.
I need to get out now.
At this point, James came back after a very ambitious shopping trip.
Could you hold the porcupine, please? Yak goes in first.
How big is that boot?
It is actually really big.
It's unnecessarily big, actually.
Too much boot.
It's a Grand Tourer. It's for taking luggage, as you said only the other day. His master's voice will go there. And then the Spanish man of war.
I then came up with a plan to get rid of what wouldn't fit in my car. I bought you a present.
You're a musical man. That's very thoughtful of him, actually.
Thank you.
With our souvenirs loaded up, we got back on the road.
Okay, and now we're doing a race.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna go with the... No, that was a wrong choice. I should have gone with the Aston Martin. No, that was a really bad choice. Okay, but let's see if the Bentley can do much better. So we're catching up, which is surprising. Okay, there's the Aston. And we did it. Okay, now we're in first place. And now we have to keep it at that way. And not crash too many times. Okay. So now we're in the lead. So, yeah, now they're using, again, the same map that we have been driving, I don't know, since the beginning. Okay, and now we're losing. Perfect. That's all what I need. Just have to lose.
Oh, I was born to do this.
Come on, can we catch up? And we also have a little bit of damage on our Bentley. That's sad. Oh, we're catching up by a huge margin. 160 miles per hour. Look at the power. Come on, I'm getting really close to you. Like, exceedingly close. Come on, can I catch up?
Yeah, I got.
Come on, move out of the way. Oh, no, you better not push me. Don't you dare push me. Okay, we're almost there. Cheeky little drifts on turns and one straightaway, I think. Sort of. Okay, a little drift. And we did it! Yes!
At the next town, May and I wanted to pull over, and Hammond didn't.
It's all very nice jollying around, but these are GT cars. We've got to cover miles in them. We've got miles to go. We need to get a move on.
The town, however, was called Ganja. So obviously May and I wanted to experience the architecture.
Can we stop stopping off to look at things? The whole point of this trip is to prove that these powerful GT cars can devour continents, and we're not devouring any miles.
Ooh.
But we need to get going.
You do know that these aren't actually quicker than any other type of car?
What?
No, in the real world. I mean, these feel great. That's why we like them. It's nice having a powerful car, etc. But in the real world, they don't go any faster or slower than any other type of car.
They go faster.
They
They
faster.
don't.
What, those larders we've been overtaking endlessly since we got here, you're saying that my twin-turbocharged Aston Martin is no faster than them?
Not in the real world. I'll demonstrate it to you tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Right, May, what is your thinking?
Well, I've bought this Renault 9, it's the GTL. And I've flown Abby out to drive it. We're going to drive 50 miles to a place called the Garden of Paradise.
Why can't we just go where we're going?
Because I just said we're going to the Garden of Paradise. It'll be nice. So Abby gets a 2-minute head start. You won't be able to catch her.
Oh, well.
You won't.
She has a 2-minute head start,
Yes.
and you think we can't catch her up in 50 miles?
Exactly.
That's not in good condition.
It wasn't very expensive. Start the engine, please.
Oh, well.
well.
Oh, we're in trouble now.
Right, you ready?
Purrs like a kitten.
Oh.
In 3, 2, 1, go! Professional racing driver.
That's it. She's good. She's good.
You bought a dog.
Doesn't work.
18 seconds.
Stop sounding excited about this ridiculous escapade.
2, 1, begin.
Okay, and there's the beginning.
Good.
So if you catch up to that Renault 9...
Sorry, that was not on purpose.
Okay, come on, catch up. Can we catch up?
Oh, dear.
Oh, this is a real... Okay, this is a quite new map. Never mind, they have made a couple of new maps already. Okay, do not... Oh, no. Please, do not crash anywhere. Okay, this one has a lot of corners. A lot of corners. Wow, okay, that was close. Do not fall. Oh my god. We're getting so close each and every time to falling off the edge of this hill. I also have to look at the map multiple times just to be sure that it's a corner or not. Okay. A bit nice and easy. We can catch up to that Renault. Hope so. Okay, where's the Renault? Oh, there it is. We're catching up. I'm curious how much that Renault has horsepower. I bet like 60 or maybe like 70 horsepower. Or even maybe lucky 90 horsepower. But I'm guessing maybe like 40, something like that. Okay, we're catching up. Oh my god, it's even slipping everywhere. Oh, there's the Renault. Hi there. We catched up. And now we're in first place. In the twin-turboed Aston Martin. Oh my god, you almost fell. How is the Renault even catching up? How is it doing? Almost there. Yes, we won.
The finish line at the Garden of Paradise was close. And as we entered the outskirts, the patio of paradise, Abbey was in sight. The race we knew would be ours, but then it turned out that actually the finish line was in the 14th century.
Oh, my word. In narrow, very narrow.
Oh, I don't know how much a carbon fibre chin spoiler is on one of these, but I bet it's a lot. By this stage, I knew I'd lost, so I needed to come up with an excuse. Leave the head. The hat.
This is not Bentley country now. This is really Land Rover territory. James May, you are a bloody idiot.
Sit rep. Man arrived at the window, took 30 units of currency away, and I now have this hat. Eventually, Hammond and I found Abby's victorious Renault at the finish line. And then, what was definitely several hours later, May turned up.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, God.
Who won then?
We did.
Did you?
No, we didn't. Well, he went hat shopping.
I did. Look.
Took him
Really?
ages choosing that one. Honestly, we must have been... How long were we hat shopping? Must have been a good half hour to get the right one.
Well, half an hour with the black one, and then I didn't like it.
That does not happen by accident. That sort of thing takes time.
With James's unrealistic real-world test out of the way, we continue heading east.
It's literally a full wool hat. Oh, that's ridiculous. But kind of amazing at the same time. So,
That feels good.
oh, that doesn't feel good. We're crashing. What are you talking about? Wait, can you just move? Thank you. Stop crashing into me. Maybe maybe I'm just crashing into you, but... God damn it, just move! Oh, I think I have to retry this. There's no way. Okay, drift, yes. Some drifting. Oh my god! How did I recover from that? Okay. Trust you. What is that? Oh, that's power. Oh my god. Too much power. Too much power. Oh my god. That was a little bit too much power. No, we crashed.
Come on, let's go.
Oh no. We crashed. That's what I was thinking about. Like this could have happened in any second, and now it happened, so there's no returning. No returning back. Move out of the way. No, it happened again.
Yeah, I don't know why more people don't drive their cars on the road.
Well, I don't know, man. It's not my goddamn fault. Okay, I think... Oh, no. We have to do this again. Is it going to be one of these races again?
Time to play.
Yes, time to play with the guy. Yes. No. I have another power-up. Come on, please say there's going to be a straight road. And there isn't, of course. A straight road? No! How did we lost that? There is no way. I'm gonna retry that. That was totally bullshit. Sorry if I'm saying this, but that's just... Oh, what was that? Again, another ridiculous screen. Okay, now we're in first place.
I don't like this.
Now we're sort of in the lead. Not anymore. I hate it. I kind of hate this road. Like, you never know when you're gonna fall or what's gonna happen. So now I have to look at the map and everything else. And we're doing this again, which is great. Okay, cheeky drift. Another drift. I'm drifting at every single corner, doesn't matter what. I'm gonna try to pull off every single corner, except if I crash into Clarkson. Get him away!
Calm down.
No, I'm not gonna calm down. What are you talking about? Trust. Oh, no. Okay, we're in first place. That's a big improvement so far. No. Oh my god. Okay. We're doing much better. Obviously. The only thing that we have to do is just to pray to not fall again into the yeah. You know what I'm talking about, so let's do trust again or thrust. Okay, a little drift in that corner. Okay, and then we have to slow down. Cheeky drift. And yes, we got a much better time on that. Great, and we're in first place.
All the things a car has to excel at to be a good GT car. Luxury, comfort, power, style. Make for just a good car of any sort. And this new Bentley Continental GT is a very, very, very good GT car. Gotta say it, this thing is a masterpiece. They've absolutely nailed it, and it deserves to wear its flying B. What a thing.
So, my BMW. Now, when we started this trip, I merely thought it was rather good. But now, I'm pretty much in love with it. And most of that, to be honest, is because of that V8 engine. It's smooth, it's quiet, it's unobtrusive. But then you just knock it down a few and give it a bit of shoot.
Oh yeah, so let's see how this BMW, how much power do you have? Okay, so 35 seconds, that's going to be an interesting time.
Right then, let's go.
Yes, let's go. We're in the middle of the desert, somehow. It looks like we're in the Nevada again. But that's not true. We're still between two very massive countries, Turkey and Russia. Okay, but we're doing it very nicely. Yes.
See, it becomes sonorous, its voice becomes more heartfelt, and it tingles through the steering wheel and through my buttocks. It's lovely. And the other thing, and I know this is going to sound a little bit sort of hashtag first world consideration, but it's only £100,000, considerably less than half the price of the Aston Martin. It also looks better, and it's made by Germans. Buy this.
Been a great trip, this. A couple of things we've learned on the way. Number one, Georgia, hidden gem, Tbilisi in particular. And number two, pottery is much sharper than you might imagine. Then there's the DBS, and that is tricky. It is as fast as hell, and it's comfortable, and it looks sensational. It's a hugely appealing car, but is it worth £70,000 more than the also hugely appealing DB11? And I don't think it is. I just don't think it is. Maybe if they'd fitted an interior that made you feel special, like the interior does in the Bentley, I'd have a different view, but they didn't. So I don't. Sorry. After a stunning drive through the tip of the Caucasus, we eventually arrived in the jaw-dropping capital of Azerbaijan. And moments later, we found our grail. There we are, look, 50 feet below sea level, and we have arrived at journey's end. The Caspian, the largest inland body of water in the world. Our journey is complete. Let's get a bream.
A bream's fish?
No, Hammond, they're cows. Of course they're fish.
I don't like fish.
Well, on that terrible disappointment,
For him.
back to the tent.
Why did you say back to the tent, you idiot?
Oh, right, I've got biscuit.
Do that on space.
I know, it slipped out.
Well,
Never do that.
It gives us a chance at least to say how good GT cars are. I love them. You know, rear with front engine at the front and all the power you need. They're everything you want in a car.
You know, I agree. The BMW was the best as well.
Yes, but James, why don't you tell the ladies and gentlemen about the BMW's lane departure system? You know, the one that keeps you in the white lines when you're driving along?
Yeah, well, the thing is, it was a pre-production car, so it had a slight glitch in it and you couldn't turn it off. And it's quite annoying on the road, you know, because it does that. But on the track, the problem is that you aim for a perfect apex, but the car thinks he's about to have an accident. And then it just throws you back into the middle of the track again. It's extremely irritating.
There was that, which you moaned about a lot, and the gearbox.
Yeah, the gearbox. Well, the problem there is the display on the dash, there's two of them. One of them says what gear you've selected, but the other one says what gear the car thinks you should be in. So, again, on the track, you'd be driving on going, here comes a left-hand man, right down to second, then the car would go, seventh?
That is annoying.
It's basically Germans saying that England and there's nothing here.
Exactly. But it was bloody fast, the BMW. It was excellent.
But I still think the Bentley was the best. It was the best.
Well, I agree.
What?
I agree. Look, I really like the DBS, OK? It was a fantastic car. I like the DB11 as well, and the Vantage. But for doing that journey, I'd choose the Bentley.
Yeah, wait a minute. Haven't you just recommended the Aston Martin DBS to a friend of yours?
Yes, I have.
And has he since bought one?
Yes, he has. And on that terrible disappointment for him, it's time to end. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
Wow, guys, that was the ending of episode 11. What an epic journey. So, and it was quite enjoyable, and also there were some funny moments, if you cannot tell, with the Renault 9. But yeah, it was an amazing journey with three very special vehicles: the Bentley, the BMW, and also the Aston Martin. Was really amazing. So we got on every single challenge a gold, which is amazing. And yeah, I really enjoyed this episode, and I haven't watched this episode on I haven't watched this full episode, so this is my first time ever seeing it, and it really was great. So yeah, what we're gonna do is now we're gonna return back to the menu, and now we're gonna wait till next Friday for another episode to get released. So we're getting really close to episode 14, if you cannot tell, so let me go all the way here. So yeah, episode 14 is there, and now we completed this one in all gold, and also a couple of other ones, but we really did amazing. It was a really enjoyable episode. It was a really enjoyable episode, and I hope you guys also have enjoyed it. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna end off this video right here, so it'd be amazing if you guys could give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, guys, see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.